Hello, and very happy to see you on my channel. This video, we give you a piece of shocking news about Prince Harry from Globe tabloid magazine. Harry allegedly took 2 DNA tests to find out if Archie is his son. Prince Harry allegedly took 2 DNA tests last year to determine if Archie is really his biological son. According to Globe, the test revealed 2 different results. The first DNA test revealed that Prince Harry isn't Archie's biological father. In the days leading up to Prince Harry's wife, Meghan, giving birth, the couple was stunned to learn a DNA test using anatomic fluid routinely performed on royal babies revealed the redhead is not the child's daddy, a source said. The insider claimed that Prince Harry refused to accept the result of the test and was devastated. The Duke of Sussex allegedly turned ghastly white, and Markle burst into tears in shock. An angry Prince Harry allegedly called the first DNA test a scam. He also accused those who administered the test of concocting a conspiracy against him and his child. The Duke of Sussex doesn't want Archie to go through the same struggles that he went through all his life. For years, there have been rumors suggesting that Prince Charles isn't Prince Harry's father. In order to appease his mind, Prince Harry took a second DNA test. After getting the results, he learned that Markle's unborn child is really his. However, the members of the royal family aren't convinced that Markle's child is also Prince Harry's son. At that time, Gossip Cop is said the claims made by the tabloid, the publication called the story fictitious. They also said that it is unlikely for Prince Harry not to be Archie's father. 1 year passed and the publication revisited the story about Archie's paternity. Gossip Cop revealed that Markle has been accused of flirting with other men. That's why there are dubious claims that Prince Harry isn't the one who got her pregnant. But a recent video of Archie proves that this isn't the case. Archie looks more like Prince Harry than his mom. The rumors about Prince Harry not being Prince Charles' biological son are true either. Some royal fans are convinced that Prince Harry is the son of Princess Diana's lover, James Hewitt, because of the color of their hair. Prince Charles and Princess Diana aren't redheads, but Hewitt is. However, more reliable royal experts revealed that some members of Princess Diana's family are redheads. And referring to the relationship between Harry and Diana, an expert commented on the New Zealand Herald. Prince Harry's 36th birthday marks a painful milestone. The adage goes that a picture is worth 1,000 words. However, in the case of Diana, Princess of Wales, I think we should amend that to a dress is worth 1,000 words. On July 1st, 1997, Diana stepped out on a warm summer's night for the Tate Gallery's Centennial Gala wearing a show-stopping dress that was a gift from her friend designer Jock Azaguri. The low-cut beaded frock was a dramatic departure from the chic but far more restrained black tie outfits that she had worn during her royal career. Instead, here was the people's princess in a deliciously saucy number. It was sexy and thrilling, and seemed to telegraph so much about who she was becoming now, that she was an independent woman, confident, self-assured, and doing as she damn well pleased. That day also happened to be her 36th birthday, and outside Tate, the soiree, she stopped to collect flowers, balloons, and cards from the adoring masses. That night should have been no more than a footnote in royal senatorial history. However, tragedy would intervene only 61 days later. That July 1st would be Diana's final birthday. A mother and humanitarian whose life was cut heart-renderingly short. Yesterday, Tuesday, September 5th, is Prince Harry's birthday, his 36th in fact. His life today bears a certain symmetry with his mother's at the same point in her life. Like Harry, by the age of 36, she had managed to escape the confines of royal life. Her divorce from Prince Charles having been finalized the year before, the Diana the world was seeing in 1997 was a woman defined by her commitment to use her global fame for change, even in areas then considered too political for a royal to wade into. While now Diana is universally lauded for her anti-landmine campaign, visiting Bosnia and Angola and bravely transpiring through a live minefield twice, back then she faced condemnation from starchy pinstripe quarters in London. Two tooting conservatives spoke out against her position, labeling her ill-informed and a loose cannon. That's a charge that Harry and wife Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, have become all too familiar with of late, having started pursuing causes that have seen them facing criticism for allegedly straying into political territory. Since arriving in California in March, the Sussexes have spoken out in support of the Black Lives Matter movement, thrown their weight behind the Stop Hate for Profit campaign, taken aim at the tide of hate on social media, said the Commonwealth must acknowledge the uncomfortable history of racism, and Meghan has become a vocal, passionate advocate for getting out the vote ahead of the U.S. presidential election in November. How they found the time to buy a house, move, and nab a megawatt Hollywood deal simultaneously is impressive. Diana and Harry are thrilling examples of members of the House of Windsor who have fought to strike out on their own and flourished while doing so. The tragedy of Diana's death, beyond the excruciating tragedy of her sons and family, was that she was just getting started. The mind boggles imagining what her leadership, verve, and creativity would have seen her achieve if her life had not been brutally cut short. In fact, the Princess of Wales, like Harry and Meghan, believed that the key to effecting change was getting behind the camera. She told her friend, writer Shirley Conran, that she planned on doing a documentary every 2 years, each focusing on a separate cause. She would raise awareness of the issue, then produce a documentary in partnership with one of the television channels, and ultimately leave a structure in place to maintain her involvement with the cause. The issue she wanted to start with was illiteracy. Biographer Tina Brown writes in the Diana Chronicles. In 2017, Harry started to speak out about the trauma he suffered in the wake of his mother's death and the 2 decades of anguish he has endured. When you're that young and something like that happens to you, I think it's lodged in there. Wherever in your heart, in your head, Harry told a TV documentary made that year to mark the 20th anniversary of her death, and it stays there for a very, very long time. However, I wonder if this birthday might hurt just a little more for Harry. This birthday, perhaps more than any other, Harry might have to confront just how shockingly short his mother's life was, and just how young she was when she was killed. On November 16, Harry will pass a powerful and haunting milestone. On that day, he will have been alive for longer than Diana. When Harry and Meghan announced, sensationally, way back in early January, that they wanted out of the Faustian bargain that is the life of a senior member of the royal family, questions were immediately raised about how Diana would have reacted. Would she have cautioned her renegade son and daughter-in-law to stay, making the case for familiar duty? Or would she have applauded their bravado and moxie in seeking to create a life of their own? One thing I think we can say is that she would have desperately wanted her son and his family to fight for the happiness and the stability that her own childhood and later marriage so cruelly lacked. As Polonius counsels in Hamlet, "To thine own self be true." When Diana stepped out on that summer's night in 1997, the world was just getting a tantalizing glimpse of what Diana's life, unapologetically lived on her own terms and freed from the palace shackles, would look like. Heartbreakingly, we never got a chance to see what she would have achieved and what sort of woman she would have become in the years and decades to come. I think it's a safe bet to say it would have been pretty spectacular. As Harry marks this birthday, he is bestowed husband and father, the co-owner of a whopping Santa Barbara mansion with its own koi pond, and his name is on a contract with Netflix that is rumored to be worth around $150 million. The man has not so much found freedom as a sensational tan, a house with 16 toilets, and a potentially widely lucrative career. Huzzah! However, Harry and Meghan now face the challenge of living up to the example set for them by Diana, to be true to who they are and who they want to be. No matter what you think of the Sussexes and Megxit, their fearless commitment to following their own course, even in the face of a tsunami of opposition, is impressive. And likewise, I think it's a safe bet to say that in the years and decades to come, what they will achieve will be pretty spectacular. That is Danella Elsner's opinion. How do you feel about it? Please leave me a comment in the comment section, and we discuss them together. If you feel so prefer with my video tonight, remember to like and share it for anyone you think they also loved it like you. And don't forget to subscribe to the Sussex Daily News channel to not miss any news in the future. Now have a nice day and see you in the next videos.